So that whatever we recorded yesterday session, I'll post it that in our group. But what we saw is we stuck actually due to some instance issue, and we stuck even internal registration. So when you're trying to create the approval for internal registration, so with the help of other instance, we got some issues. Okay, so we'll rectify today now. And the theory and all the same. That is what for the theory, you can refer the whatever video which we have recorded yesterday. Okay, so with that thought, we'll continue further. Now we'll go to approval and check. So what whether the approvals will be, I mean, still we are getting the issue or not, but it is not coming because I have verified just now. It's not coming now. So we'll connect to system. Go to setup and maintenance. In Bangalore today is too chilled. Almost 12 to
Yeah,
13 temperature.
yes, since yesterday again it's raining here.
Yeah, yesterday it was full rain here. Approval management. Go to all tasks. Manage internal supplier registration approval. Now I was telling, right, we have a parallel and serial. So somebody has enabled this parallel. Go to edit rules. And rule always applies. They have kept as approved. That's fine. Business relationship equal to spend authorized. So they made it as a supplier managers. So the supplier managers is the role. So who are having the supplier managers, those guys automatically get the notifications from internal registrations. That is the thing. Now what I will do is I'll keep as it is this particular approval. I'll go with the serial and then I'll add my own things there. Cancel serial also. Here we are getting right first responder wins. It means that let's say the supplier managers as assigned in the system maybe 3 to 4 members. So out of 4 members, one person has to respond. If one person has given as approved, the rest of the things, the rest of the people notifications are not required. Finally, system will approve the your registration request. Any doubt you have? Anybody? Somebody was. Ramna, you have doubt?
No, yesterday's error, is it technical or
I think
instance
I did
issue?
not check actually. Maybe that is an instance issue. So we have to deep dive on that
Okay, okay.
because I'm not using that instance now because I'm using whatever instance we have been using in our classes.
Okay.
Okay, so go and click on edit rule. So here I'm creating one rule. Let it delete this. Click on plus. Okay, serial. Anything supplier condition. Anything you can give, not a problem. So rule otherwise suppliers. I'm not enabling that. I'm writing the condition. So based on certain condition, certain attributes. So let's say here something is there, right? We'll open all the attributes. Let's see whichever is good for us. Address centered category I'll take. Okay. So equals to, we'll take a catalog instead of category. Only category name, category. What is the difference between these two? That's fine. Okay, I'll keep this value, same thing, or I'll pass the multiple values. So if you want to pass the multiple values under this category, then you go to ease in. See, there are a lot of options, guys. Here does not equal means your value is does not equal, equals your value equals, is blank means it is a blank, category is a blank, and ease in means we can pass multiple values. So let's say I want to select multiple values of category. You can go to operator in. Okay, 0 T4. So we have to know the value, otherwise you can't select here. Let me select office supplies. Okay, before adding that, these categories has to be present in my catalog, whatever catalog which you have selected for product and services, I mean for suppliers. So for that, just select setup and maintenance. So that first class we have seen, right, how to add catalog for the supplier. Anybody remember or forget?
Yeah, yes.
Ashim or Prasanna? Suppliers, we have a one category and category, catalog and category hierarchy, this one. So under this one, whatever catalogs we have under the June category, because these and all we have, but we have selected a June category. So under this category, whatever categories, see, this is the catalog, guys. Say this is the category, group of categories. So this is a group of category. Under that we have individual categories. So these individual categories I am trying to give in my approval as a in. In means I can write 0T4 architectural consulting, food beverages, all kind of stuff. Or you can add even June category also. Let me try that. June underscore category. June. Oh, it's coming. So under this category, whatever group of categories you have, system will automatically what do you call it will sense it. I mean it will consider actually. Okay, now I want to add a condition. I'll add one more condition here. See, above below means whether you want to add above of this one or below of this one. And similarly we have a and operator as a parent. See, and operator or operator will come when it will come when you have a conditions more than one. Okay, now I am adding below. Search approval status. We have city, country will give better. Country code is not a code. United States. United States. Let me check. You have to give same kind of name, man. Otherwise, you will get error. I mean, unknown errors will get. That is the reason whenever anywhere you have a value, whenever the things are text box, you have to pass exact value what is reflecting your registration forms. Otherwise, system will give an errors. When a list of values are there, then there is no issue. But wherever we have text boxes, you have to pass exact value what is present in our system. Let's say now I selected what you called city, sorry, country. So country I wanted to give United States. So you have to give exact same name. See, automatically system has added an AND operation. Okay, so we'll talk more on that. So during our procurement, I mean approvals. So today just we'll go with this and we'll talk and or all the combinations later. Okay, now add a condition. So whenever these conditions will meet, I want to add approval group, job level. Single approval go. Supplier administrator also role and supplier manager also role. Worker I'll give to June 002.
This worker is a user.
Yeah, user. So those supplier administrator and managers are roles. So once anyone in your organization, if these roles anybody is possessing, automatically system will send those users and system will send an email notifications. Save and close. Okay, we need to enable this, enable that. Let me check internally whether my role is enabled. Yes, enabled. Save, deploy the role. And earlier, when you do this deployment, I could see like whether it has been deployed or not. I remember Ramna, because you have cloud experience, because you have been using the system. That is what guys see. I am checking with him sometimes. Okay, are able to see here something, we get a pop-up, right, saying that it is in progress, it has been approved, something.
Yeah. Here it is there.
Where?
One hyperlink is there in on the top of participant. Generally in purchasing approvals, on the top of the participant, here one hyperlink is there. Whether it is
Participant. Where is
what
that
is the state,
participant? I didn't.
here in the top
Acha.
page participants,
That is what
on
here we used to get, right?
on the top we'll get a hyperlink running what is the status of this deployment.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether
Right
somewhere you
here,
need to enable that somewhere.
that I need to check. Uh, Generally, it will come. I
Mm.
don't know why.
Just check it out once. So that
Okay.
pop-up message, guys, it will give the message saying that it has been successfully what do you call updated
Yeah.
approvals, roles updated
Yeah.
like that.
Can you
Some
click
message.
on Ram? Can you click on the third first stage approvals?
Uh-huh.
Third one.
Third one. Mm.
This is ours, right? The one we have created just now.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
one. Yes.
Now we have three stages. First
Mm.
stage approvals. That three.
Mm.
So based upon these
Rules.
subcategories, have these rules, because
Mm.
these are three same,
Mm.
and based upon the subcategories that we have created.
Mm-hmm.
So based upon that, this will be taken, because like we have three
It will
names,
trigger.
similar names.
Yes, yes. See, it will see whenever whatever supply registration which you have created. So system will check all the conditions. In the first condition, in the first stage approvals, system will check what is the business type. Business type is spend authorized. So system will trigger this rule under this one. Similarly, come to second stage. Under this one, again we are going to select, we are going to check the system categories. If any one of the category will match with your supply registration, then this under this one also system will trigger the rules. So like that, system will always check what and all conditions which you have in the registration. According to conditions, what rules has been met. Then based on that, system will pull what and all actions, means who are the approvers. That way it will work.
No, I'm talking about the first level. Can you go back to the previous screen, please?
Which one?
Here we have a stage, like first stage approvals, 1, 2, 3. Three are
Hmm.
same name. These stages.
Sorry,
Not
these are three names, but three names can consecutively will happen.
okay.
So it will happen like based on your conditions. If your condition met, first stage up, this will execute. If it is not met, this won't execute. Then it will come to
Keep on
second.
second one.
Keep to second one. Since it is disabled mode, it won't go. Keep to third one. It will go like that. Like that, it will keep on go sequential manner.
Okay.
Okay. So where is mine, man? I don't know, because I have written here only, right? This is the one only we're talking about it. Okay. Fine. I was confused. Okay. I was checking here, right?
Yeah, that's the reason. Like, if I gave this name and I may confuse sometimes, like having similar name, how to find out that?
You have to give unique names.
Yeah, better to use a unique name.
Unique names.
Best
Always unique
practice.
names is important. But more Washim, actually, most of the time we won't find first stage approval is enabled. Then they
Okay.
will go to second stage. They won't give like this. All the first stage will be approved. I mean enabled.
Okay.
See, in the first stage, there are some group of people. In the second stage, there are some group of peoples.
Right.
So like that, if you want to make a scenario, you can use first stage and second stage. But again here, why they have given this many changes? Because if you see the first row, the response is first responder. I mean, this is the parallel.
Okay.
And second row, it is consensus. There is a different type, right? So that is the reason we can see
Serial.
3 times it has been repeated with a different voting regime and with the difference of routing. Okay, so now I am click on done. I have done the approvals. Now we'll go to registration and then click on registration. I mean, try to create the registration. So you hope you got answer from my side.
Yeah,
Question?
I got it. But I think unless we test that,
Yes. Until without testing,
yeah,
it
yeah,
will be.
I got the this
Hmm.
one, but
Yeah. Please do the testing.
right.
We'll come to know the differences. It is very simple.
Yeah, yeah.
The routing is 2 types, serial and parallel. Parallel, again, we have a subtypes. One is consensus and first responder event. That is the reason we'll get a 2 rows with the parallel, and that is the first stage approval. Next, again we are finding one more row, that is also first stage approval. That is for serial. Like that, 3 things has been repeated for second stage. So usually in the live environment, in the practical thing, sometimes they may use first stage of parallel and second stage of serial. There is a combination like that. Or we can see only one kind of stage in the live environment as well. It depends actually. It is a purely depends upon your requirement. Let's say they wanted to keep one group for first stage, second group for another stage. So, and also parallel is something. So like that, we can make a lot of combinations here. Now, I'll go with June SUP101. Okay. So it is a new supplier source. Justification, you can give whatever you want. Procurement BU. Okay. This is optional, but if you select this one, what system will do is under this particular procurement BU, what and all, what do you say? I can say the sites. Okay, the site is important. So under this procurement BU only, system will allow to add the sites. Okay, so usually when creating of the creation of supplier, we don't require this procurement BU, but now also it is not required. But you want to reserve your registration only for this particular BU, then you can select. Otherwise, it is a what you called optional. When you select this, system will reserve your sites only for this BU. Okay. Now business relationship, I am keeping spend authorized. Tax organization type, you can select anything. Corporation. Supplier type, even supplier types are also you can pass as a conditions. Duns number, it is 9 characters. 986754121. Tax country I given United States. United States. Payer ID, any number, register ID. Attachments, if you have anything, you can add it, or otherwise contacts. At least one contact. Contact is what is the purpose of essence of contact, which help of that the supplier, any kind of supply things will happen. The people's, the buyers will contact to them, and also contact will be helpful to create the supplier portal access. Now here ABC June, so manager something, administrative contact.
Here, create user account is there, right?
Yeah,
Uh, what is the purpose of this?
that is what I'm telling. No, supplier portal. For the
Okay,
supplier
okay.
portal, this is the user account will be required.
Is it mandatory? It is not mandatory.
See, most of the time, whenever supplier wanted to send ASNs, supplier send something like participate in the negotiations. Definitely it is mandatory. Most
Okay.
99.99% people still use the supplier portal. So earlier the supplier portal is the iSupplier. Supplier portal is mandatory most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah, any questions still?
No, nothing.
Okay. So go to address, provide the address. At least one address is required here. So ABCJNU, something different name will give. United States country I given there. So I want to keep same thing. Line 1. City, postal code will give.
One question.
Hmm.
If that user account is not enabled, we can't access the supplier portal, right?
Yes. But after registration has been approved, if you want to go and edit the, if you have edit access for the supplier, you can go and you can enable also later. But if it is not enabled, then supplier portal access it won't allow.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm using for ordering and remit too. And if you want, you can make 3. So I won't give my thing. Any email. See here, you have to map your contacts. Click on apply and click on OK. So like that, if you want multiple address also you can create. Now, what is a business classification? So business classifications, these also we can make a list of values during our action registration. I'll show to you how to do that. So time being, I'm going to use hub zone. Certificate agencies, anything, any certificate number, and then bank accounts. So bank accounts is a financial thing, but we'll see while doing our external registration. I'll show to you how to create branch, bank, and then how to create the bank, branch, and account numbers. So these things I'll show to you during our procurement sessions. So timing, I'm going to use the same.
So these and all we have to define, right, in the
Yes,
configuration.
yes, yes.
Okay.
These are all finance people because these are required for AP side, account payables.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to select the existing things. So number, account number, any number, IBAN. If you have IBAN, you can give, otherwise optional. Click on OK. So IBAN is in the US they used to give IBAN numbers, but in the India only account number is enough. We have a IFSC code, right? Not IFSC, IFSC code. Similarly, in the US they have a IBAN. So now I am taking June category. Let me keep office supplies as well. Click on OK. So this supplier is allowed. I mean, this supplier is like, he voluntarily selected. So he's ready to supply these various categories. So that is the way. Okay. Now just click on register. So what system will do? System will create one unique ID. Registration request was submitted. Click on OK. Now go to again task pan. Go to manage supplier registration requests. So if we see here under, see, I wanted to make only June underscore 01. So this is the one, right? So we have made. So if we go here, click on this hyperlink, and you can see whether system is showing what is that approval. Okay. No, we need to edit that. Select this. Internal request only. It has to show actually approval, all kind of things. Let me see that. Here, downside. Approval history. Click on submit. Means already we submitted, Details are not available because approval process is being prepared. So we need to wait for some time. Click on, see here, approval status.
Here we can also write. Here we can also write.
Your voice is, I could not hear you, man. See approval status, we can see the pending approval. If we go to view columns all, system will show pending approval, but also we can see the hierarchy, the structure, like for whom the system has sent the approvals. So I'm expecting that. Not showing. If it is not showing means some problem. It will take sometimes bit of time. Go here. Submit. Not showing still. Okay, just check the any notifications you got. Go to bell icons.
There will be any concurrent program or something that will be running background once
No need,
we
no need, no
nothing,
need,
right?
no need, no need. This is a yesterday one. System has not started that approval mechanism. It will come, just sometimes it will take time, bit of time. Sign out and sign in back. If all your conditions met properly, it will generate that approval flow. Otherwise, it will give an error. So let us check our things again. Procurement. Suppliers system. Okay, some message came. No, no, this is still yesterday. Manage supply registrations. So that first is parallel, right? So first it has to go parallel, then it has to come different. June BU. Click on search. Why nothing is there? Okay. We'll give company name June underscore. Oh, rejected. System has rejected. Why it is rejected? Go back. Click on submit. It's not moving at all. Okay. It has to show that reason. Then what we'll do is, yeah, we got some request due to error. Registration is rejected. We'll open that. Why it is rejected? Just rejected, that's all. Okay. Due to error. Review and correct configuration supply registration request approval rules submit, and one more error occurred while attempting to route the supply registration. Because in the end condition we have given how many? That is the proper things you have to check, sir. We'll go back again. Duplicate. Because we given end condition, right? All those three things has to be satisfied. Otherwise only two conditions are satisfied. One is condition is not satisfying. System will not bring the approval flow. Okay, let me check that. Suppliers. Approvals, sorry. Otherwise, we'll go with the one stage. Let's see. Go to procurement, approval mechanism, all tasks, internal registration, serial, edit rules. We selected office supplies 0T for June. Okay. So all has to be accepted. See, for example, let's say there are two conditions met. One more condition is not met. Then what system will do? System will give an error. I mean, system will stop the approval mechanism itself. So I need to check it out in the supply registration. This is the one, right? See, we given only June office supplies. Okay. In the mechanism, June office supplies, this one, this has to be present, right? That is the reason system has given error. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll modify according to that and we'll try one more time. So this one, can we make a duplicate? Let me try. Select that, go to actions. Oh, duplicate is not there. Duplicate is not there. Okay, we'll create new. Create new plus button. We are in the manage. Okay, registration will go. No duplicate. Fine. June SUP 02. Request new supplier. Procurement BU June. Procurement BU. Okay. Is there any condition they have written BU wise? One second, let me check that. Here nothing. Here country is there. In the first edit rules, here we need to check, is there anything has been written based on the BU? Nothing. Okay, fine. Now not a problem. Go to tax registration corporation, DUNS number 2256, tax country, method, payer IDs, registration number, contacts, June 0102 will give. Last name SUP02. Email ID gmail.com. Okay, create a user account, make it as administrative, click on OK. Classifications of June, certificate ISO, number, bank accounts, United States. Sometimes, suppose for example, let's say some of the information are not given. Then later that once system has created a spend authorized supplier, the system will allow to again do the updations. That very well you can do the updations. So starting time maybe something you have missed. So you want to add that, you can add, system will allow to add. There is no restriction like that. Okay. Now currency, click on OK. Categories, here only we have issue. So I'll select this office supplies. One more is 0T4, right? Where is that 0T4? I have to select exclusively, is it? Mm. System has to understand this because there it will be individual. Let it be like that. Let us see. If it is again throwing error, then we have to delete one of the condition of his supply, sorry, 0T4 from there. Let us check our things again. Go to manage suppliers, search. Now pending approval. Go here. Oh, now we selected prospect, is it? Okay, fine. It is not opening that. Need to wait, guys. This registration approval says bit take some time. It is rejected straight away. Okay, what I will do is time being, I'll make only one stage. Procurement, approvals, all tasks, internal registration, make it disable this. Let's see. Only parallel keep, edit rules. So I'll make a both business, edit that. I'll make both. Both means is in. I need to add a spend prospect. PRO. Click on OK. Save. Rural way supplies. That's fine. Save and then deploy. Click on OK. Click on done. What is this? Edit BPM. Let me see that. Edit rules in BPM. Your psychological business won't be available in the manage approval page. You can return to this page upgrade. Okay, that is for BPM is just sometimes some of the things we cannot do through UI, you can do through BPM. That's all. So any of BPM won't touch because if you touch that anything is missing, then gone case. Our things are not work. I'll show some of the basic things during our classes. Supply registration fine. Now we need to check again. I need to redo that again. We'll do one more last one. It will work. There is no doubt. Now June SUP 03. New supplier source. Procurement BU. June BU only will keep. Tax organization, corporate, this anything. Duns number 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Business relationships spend authorized.
Yeah, I given both right now. So we don't need to have any problem. Okay, we'll keep a spend authorized. SUP 03 June manager administrative June SUP 03. Create user account. Click on OK. Address. So, June SUP 03. Line 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should not give same kind of address. There means some kind of attribute has to be bit different. Okay. 0T0. Something else. Search. All New York Manhattan. Okay, fine. I'll give same address contacts. Click on OK. And let it be business classifications. I don't want to give anything. Let's see whether system will give an error or it will go. None. Okay, none I will take. Click on register. Okay. That's done. Pending approval. Pending approval. Something else came now. This is 5 minutes before. Okay, submit. Now it has coming. It is not showing. Okay. See, because this is the what you called parallel approval. So parallel approval system will take. See, first one is auto approved. Second one is see the June batch and test John, which is system has pulled these 2% based on the user type. So what we have selected user type supplier managers. So that is the reason system has pulled up two approver names. And then at the bottom workflow, that's all. So out of these two, one person has to approve, or if both also approved, not a problem, but first responder wins. Who has approved first, who has taken a decision whether it is to be approved or rejected. So based on that, the document will decide whether it has been approved or rejected. Now we'll go to June batch. June batch test is on. Okay. June batch, anybody is using? What are the passwords? Anybody using June batch, guys?
March 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Sir.
June batch. March.
1, 2, 3. March.
Okay. Anyhow, it's not working. I'll reset that. Okay, go to tools and then reset the passwords. See, one question from my side. Why system has pulled only two users? What is the reason? Only two users as a approvers. What is the reason? Why system has pulled only two?
Yes, there are many, but it showed only two.
There are many, right? Why it has systems taken only two?
Those persons having supplier manager role.
Even if you say, check the system, there are multiple peoples. That is not a correct answer.
In actions, we have updated only the person names, right?
No, where you updated? Simple. Procurement BU is selected, right? June underscore BU1. The June underscore BU1 access only, it is there. Procurement agent access is there for these two guys.
Okay, okay.
That is the reason system will pull the two members. So now I'm resetting. I don't know who is using that. Let it be. Whenever they want, they will come back. But don't reveal the passwords in our classes actually, please. Because recording, right? Sometimes I post into social media. These are the password. Okay, this is the user ID. June batch. Sign out and then just sign in with the approvers. Now, if you see the bell icon, you will get the notification. See, June underscore 03 is waiting for his approval. So if you want to see any kind of data, what and all it is present, you click on that hyperlink. You can review that things. Business relevant, spend authorized, procurement BU, register request, and also you can see the what you called addresses and review supplier profile. If you open that, you can view some of the information of that supplier. See all those things you can see. DUNS number, address, site, contacts, all those things. Okay, that's fine. So that is the way you can review. And then finally, if you feel everything is fine, then in the hyperlink itself, we have an option. You can give even some of the notes, comments, attachments. There are plenty, man. That is the reason people are happy with the using of what you called Oracle Cloud. I'm okay with this. Approved. And if you want to, he wanted to apply anything, I mean attachments, you can do that. Now you can go approve. Okay. Now go back to your system. Click on done. Reopen once. So you can find here. See approved. And system won't wait for another approval because this is the first responder win. So moment once we'll get a first from the first person, then system automatically will push the things to last second next stage, that is called as workflow system. So that is the reason system will be showing as approved. So if we see the status here, approved. Okay, now after the approval we can go and verify in the manage suppliers. Manage suppliers, if we see June underscore supplier 03, supplier 03 system has created addresses, sites, one of sites will come. Sites means for procurement BU, contacts, and this one came in the sites. You can check it out. What is the site purpose? Go and verify that. So the site assignments is important. So the system automatically added a client BU and bill to BU. Ship to location is not added. Why means maybe our BUs are not mapped with the location. Okay, so like that system will create the supplier in our portal using the internal registration. Okay. So any questions? Is it a modest or it is simple? I think it is a bit modest, but you have to do a little bit practice. So click on it. I will add the shift location. So go and do that shift locations. And also one more thing is, like for example, let's say I'm adding here shift location. So there is one more provision. We have a profile change. Whenever if you do any kind of changes under your created supplier, those things are also you can route to the suppliers. Sorry, you can route to the these guys. I mean approvals. That also can do. So I'll give something here. We have a June, right? So I'll add this one. And liability account, suppose these accounts are not giving, then system will pull the accounts from the TAD and subledgers. Okay, so with this I'll wind up the session for internal registration. So coming classes we'll see qualification and then external registrations. And then submit. It won't go for approval because we are not defining any approval here. Click on search. Now if you go and verify, there is no approvals here. It is just there is no approval because we are not added. We'll see how to add that later class. Now you go to count sites, edit that. You can find out site assignments, location, shift location added. And we have a purchasing, receiving, invoicing. Lot of tabs are there for this one. Whenever if it is essence, I mean essential for us during our time, so we can see dig on this each tab wise. Okay. So any questions today, class? Anybody?
No, no.
Ashim and Prasanna?
No, sir.
Okay then. Venki, are you there?
Yes, yes, I am fine.
Okay. So have you understand today?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. We will wind up. Yeah, we'll. I mean, Tuesday we'll connect back. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Same to you, Ram.
Thank you, sir.